Okay, so this is my vlog review for Sarah Dessen's new book, What Happened to Goodbye, which came out on May 10th, this Tuesday. So it's very new. It's very good. So yeah. Let me just start off by saying I love Sarah Dessen. Basically, whatever she writes, she can do no wrong. Like I've read every book she has written, and probably have parts of some of them memorized. I've read them that many times, and What Happened to Goodbye is just as good as her previous ones. It didn't replace my favorite one, which is A Truth About Forever, and that's been my favorite one for a while. But it's definitely one of her. It's definitely really good still. Instead of Dessen just knows how to write the perfect contemporary teen, like young adult book. It's perfection in a nutshell, I'd say, if that makes any sense. But so I don't want to give much away, and I mean her books they're just amazing, and I could go on forever of just how much I love them and how just realistic they are and how much you can relate to each of the characters. But I guess I should talk about some certain things I liked about it. So Sarah Dessen's really good at making these great female protagonists, and McLean is no exception. She's great. She has her flaws, as all Sarah Dessen's characters do, and as all teens do, and it's really interesting, like, to see how she changed throughout the novel. Starting out as this person who wasn't really sure of who she was because she'd moved around so much with her dad that she created a new persona every town she go in, but she doesn't really know who she is. And one of the good things with Sarah Dessen is she's great at having her characters open up and become their real selves with help from other characters. So she does that in this book too. So with the help from the people in the town she moves to where her dad's not working, McLean becomes finds out who she really is, and I'm saying a lot, but I really like when that Sarah Dessen can really get her characters to open up, and they have so many different levels and stuff. One of my favorite things about this book was actually the McLean's relationship with her dad. I really, really like that. I feel like a lot of books, it's more mother-daughter relationships, or when parents are divorced, particularly, which the McLean's parents are in this case. But I really liked that it was father-daughter relationship, and it felt really genuine, and I really, really liked their relationship together. There was, like, her dad's such a sweetie. Like, I love him, and I love how devoted McLean is to her dad. Like, she's gonna stay with him because that's what she wants, even if it upsets her mother, and her mother wants her to spend time with her. But McLean has issues to work out with her mom, and there's some pretty big issues, and I completely understand why McLean is angry at her mom. Her mom did some pretty bad things that caused her parents' divorce, and I guess she's still angry at that. So another thing I really liked about this book was the whole where most of the action takes place is in the restaurant that her dad's trying to build up, and the whole model town thing going on upstairs. I love the whole setting and the atmosphere of that restaurant. It was just like perfect little quirky kind of restaurant, kind of down its luck surviving in this town, even though it probably shouldn't. And it's got character, like, just the place has character, and then the people who work in the place just have characters. And I mean, that's one of the great things about Sarah Dessen's books is it has character, and all the characters are just well defined, and they're just perfect. And she can do no wrong, basically, with creating characters. They just feel so real and relatable that they come off the page. Another thing I really, really loved about this book was I love it about Sarah Dessen in general, is how she takes things from previous books and inserts them into her new books, and you have little characters crossover. They're in the same towns and everything. This one had some really great crossovers, and Jason from The Truth About Forever was actually in this one, and I was really, really excited to see that, and to see how much his life has changed since Macy and Wes in The Truth About Forever, and it's changed a lot, and I was really glad to see his character growth too over a lot, like, from two separate books. But it was really interesting how you just embed him in there, and for Sarah Dessen fans it's like a great little Easter egg, but for other fans Jason's a nice character to get to know in the book. One of my other favorite things about Sarah Dessen's book, and particularly this one, is her little quirky side, like, secondary characters. In this book, it's Deb, and oh, I love Deb. I felt so bad for Deb. Deb's kind of the odd girl out at school. She's one of the only other new kids besides McLean, and she's just a little oddball, but she's so cute and sweet, and she's just very organized, and I really like that. And she's just one of those quirky characters that you just want to go and hug and be friends with. And I was really glad that McLean actually kind of did that and kind of saw past what everybody else was saying, oh my god, she's kind of weird, that kind of stuff, and actually embraced her into their circle. Because I love Sarah Dessen's little quirky characters like that when they do that and become friends. It was so sweet. And then, what else would Sarah Dessen's books be without boys? She's got some great male characters. I just hit my desk. And Dave in this one, no exception. I mean, probably not as my favorite. Not my favorite's was, of course, from Truth About Forever, but he's pretty good too. I really liked his story too. I mean, he's got some things he doesn't want to share with people. He's got some little secrets, as most of Sarah Dessen's characters do. But I really liked his personality, and he's really funny. And him and McLean work so well together. Like, they just bounce off each other, and you're just like, you want them to be together as you do with all Sarah Dessen's characters. And it just works really well. And he's really important to McLean coming into her true sense, so. And, let's see. I'm trying to think of a lot of things. I don't want to spoil anything. I mean, I read this book during spring break, so in May. But it's another great book from Sarah Dessen. I mean, she can write anything, and I'd basically read it and love it. And she can take the same old formula and make it something new and refreshing and something that is just enjoyable to read time and time again. Like, you just don't get sick of it. If I had to rank probably this book and my favorites of Sarah Dessen's book, it'd probably be in the top 5. It's definitely not my favorite, and I'm going to place my couple favorites, but it's really good, and I'm just really going to be rereading it a couple times, because I will do that. I do that a lot with her books, and I highly recommend it if you love her books. If you haven't read her books, I don't know what you're doing, but you should definitely go pick them up. You can start with this one, but I really recommend if you want to read this one, I recommend you read at least The Truth About Forever beforehand, kind of. You get the little Easter egg. You should read some of her older ones beforehand, so you get the little, oh my god, that character from that book, oh my god, what's he doing here, kind of bit. So, because there's a few crossovers, there's some from her previous one too, Along for the Ride, so I think it was in this one, I can't remember, but yeah, so I highly recommend this book. It's another great book by Sarah Dessen, and I love it a lot, so you should go read it. So that's my review, I guess. So, bye!